Hello, and welcome back to another edition of NMB Takoyaki Party, a podcast about NMB 48. We are a group of influencers here to tell you about NMB 48. I'm the master influencer, Matt, sitting with 55 Twitch followers strong. You may have seen my work on Twitch and on YouTube, talking about Good Spoon NMB Cafe, giving tips on how to sign up for online handshake events, definitive rankings of the NMB singles and members, and so on. I'm joined by junior influencer Jeff.
I get more likes and retweets on my twice tweets than for NMB.
Oh, that's some hardcore influencer action. But yeah, he's junior influencer because he doesn't show his face on the camera, so I had to censor his face when we did that Good Spoon video. You can check it out on YouTube on our sub channel TakoPa Tours.
I don't even know why we have a sub channel.
I don't want to mix up, business and pleasure. I don't know. I think it was both business. I don't know. And that was the voice of future influencer Ryan, as in he has not been on camera and will most likely not show his face.
Never.
I'm actually convinced Ryan doesn't even have a face. He's like, in those cartoons where they're like the parents and you only see like their lower half of their body? That's Ryan.
Damn right.
Yeah, his face, his upper body is all just cut out of frame.
You don't even know if I exist.
Yeah, he's just like I don't say a disembodied head, but a disembodied body, I guess.
Yeah. As far as the internet is concerned, I don't exist.
Yeah, so this is an audio podcast. We're not video podcast, but I was thinking sometime if we were to go down the video podcast route, we should become a bunch of VTubers. That way, you guys don't have to show your faces, and you guys get to be pretty
cute
anime
girls,
ladies or whatever you want to do. Yeah, cute girls. Because there's a software. I think the software's free. It's called FaceRig.
Oh,
you just need a 3D camera.
And then you turn into
and then you just download and choose the avatar you want. And it doesn't have to be an anime girl. You could be talking fox, and everyone be furries. I guess I don't know. It's either anime girls or furries. I guess so. I don't like either of these options.
This sounds terrible.
Ryan, what would you be your VTuber persona?
Melon.
A melon. Okay, talking melon. How about you, Jeff?
You can just use that blue circle with my name again.
The blue circle. Maybe I'll cut it out, half of it, like a Pac-Man, the on South Park, the not Tim and Eric.
Like the Canadians?
Yeah, the Canadians, yeah. All right, and I'll be a giant talking garbage can because I'm a garbage monster. Those are our VTuber personas. Look for it soon on Takoyaki Party. I know I'm just delaying talking about what we're about to talk about on the show because none of us really wants to talk about this big piece of news.
Skip to 35 minutes or something.
If you don't want to hear this bummer of a news.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Yokono Sumire got caught in a scandal. Not just one scandal, but two scandals. She got caught with two Johnny's boys in the span of a week.
Oh my god.
And so the gentlemen in question are Yokoyama Yu, who is from Kanjani 8, a very prominent member, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they had a 12-hour stay at a Kyoto luxury hotel. So
playing chess, right?
Well, playing chess, playing Uno. Playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And then about a week later, Suuchan was caught with another Johnny's boy, but this is some member, I think it's Fukumoto from Johnny's Jr., and they stayed at a business hotel, which is really funny because if you don't know what a business hotel is, it's a very cheap budget hotel.
It's like a Holiday Inn or something.
Yeah, Holiday Inn, Best Western, some kind of cheapo hotel. So it's night and day with these two fellows. So that happened, and that news broke out on March 23rd. Bunshin reported it, and then there was a whole YouTube stream of the guy kind of just making shit up. It sounded like some parts he was making up, and some parts he was just reading the words on the article.
Yeah, being a massive creepy fuck.
And anyway, we started noticing there was some weird stuff happening like a couple days before that report came out. So on March 21st, Suuchan was supposed to show up on NMB Shabekuri Hour, which is like their like regular talk show on Showroom, which also has been discontinued. Rest in peace to Shabekuri Hour.
Have we never talked
Had a
about
good
like
run.
it being cancelled?
No, it just got. I think it was announced between episodes, but yeah, it had a good run, like 2.5 years. I think started in 2018.
Yeah, way longer. Is it?
I only know because like the banner has the Bokudate Naichao so that's like 2.5 years ish.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah, so she was supposed to be on that show, but then it was announced, oh, she's not feeling well, so they pulled her out, and Anchu replaced her. So I watched it, for that reason. And I think Chihi was also on that same one too.
So Jeff watched it too.
And then the next day, there was a TakoPa show, and I believe this was Mikana's Seitan-sai show, her birthday show. And that was, like, suddenly canceled as well, due to Mikana not feeling too well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Originally, we were worried that it was it was COVID. It was like, oh shit, this is gonna be like Miru and Yuuka again.
And then Suda Akari is gonna complain about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, saw some like sudden like illnesses and shows being canceled. So like, okay, that sucks. And yeah, and then the Bunshin report came out, and like, oh, okay, now we know why, and why Suuchan was not feeling so well.
What's dumb is that like for subsequent TakoPa shows, they just said like, oh, Yokono Sumire is not feeling well, so she won't be appearing, even though it's like, you know, super obvious to everybody like why.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think she was like on the schedule for like later shows, and then
she was.
Pulled. And I think there were a lot of cancellations also. I think I saw at one point one of the days was like 50 cancel manchis or whatever, which is pretty high, especially considering like, you know, the current, you know, seating situation at NMB Theater.
Yeah, I mean 50 is okay. I mean, no, it's
for
not
normal,
okay.
For normal, or
for a normal, obviously for normal, 50 is normal, but
for like half capacity.
Yeah, for half capacity, it is bad. It would be like 100 for normal. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
It is bad, but you know, this happens. Like there's only apparently. There's only 7 members there, right? So if you know you change one of them, and then you know some people might not give a shit anymore.
Oh, so just to clarify, this is talking about the number of people who won tickets but then decided not to pay. So it might be, because they were Suuchan Oshis and then they found out she's not appearing, so they don't want to go anymore. So they cancel. So we're saying 50 seems like a really high number. So something odd is happening.
Like, if I were like Suuchan Oshi, or how many of them are left? I would say like, oh fuck this, no.
Out.
Yeah, and you get the type of people like the sorry, this is gonna piss Jeff off. Like the Jeff type of people who take the idol thing seriously, and it's like, oh, I'm so disappointed in NMB that they're harboring this like scandal girls, so fuck them.
What I find kind of funny is that a lot of the backlash, I guess, from this scandal is just from those few fans who really, really care about scandals, and then like a lot of it is also what other fans are afraid how those fans will react. So then it almost feels to me like it's a manufactured crisis. Like if we all decided to stop worrying about it, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
Yeah, something like that. Or in general, they just really don't like scandal girls. There are people like that, right? The pure.
I mean, people like disowned a whole group because of that.
Yeah, I mean, there are people like that.
But that group also had way more issues than that.
Yeah, or aunties, basically the overly sensitive ones, overly sensitive fans, and the aunties, and then the people who just like love conspiracies.
Yep, those are pick your fan type.
Yeah.
And I think probably feed into the whole thing is like both Suuchan and NMB management have been completely silent about this whole thing.
So
And
okay.
that's what's like causing people to like, you know,
Yeah, I'm gonna address this because I see
jump
this.
to conclusions.
I see this sentiment a lot on Discord. It's like, why isn't Suuchan saying anything? Why isn't Magic saying anything? It sucks that we have so much uncertainty. Like, they're never gonna address this, man. Like, how many scandals have NMB management addressed ever?
I mean, did they ever like address like Milky? She had like 3
No.
scandals.
Nope. You know the
So,
only scandal they ever addressed, it was Riripon, because Riripon admitted it,
yeah, so
so they had no choice but to address it. So for people who are expecting NMB management to say anything about like Suuchan scandal, like I wouldn't hold my breath. Like
yeah,
there are two things that will happen, right? Obviously, it's she stays or she doesn't stay. So
yeah,
if for example you follow the logic of like, okay, she's staying. So if she's staying, they would be doing the exact same thing that they're doing right now, which is nothing. They're just like, they've told her to lay low, and then okay, we'll just wait until
you'll sit out a single, you'll sit out some events.
Yeah.
You come back in a couple months. We'll see how things are.
Yeah, because that's the only thing you could do. So let's say they want to fire her, and so I guess
Which case they wouldn't delay any of this, right?
Well, okay, I don't know. So based on we talked about, we said that we wouldn't mention this, but based on like what she who must not be named said, when NMB management fires you, they actually give you an option to quit rather than just firing you.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So
insert thundercloud
yeah.
sound effect.
let's say they did give that option to Suuchan, and let's say Suuchan did take it. Then I guess they're just waiting for stuff to die down, right? And then to announce a show with her in it, and then announce for her to announce graduation.
Yeah. Which seems to be a common pattern for certain things.
Yeah, I mean,
which we'll talk about later.
Like one incident that we know happened like that was like when they fired Rinachi.
Yeah.
Which is they suspended her for like a week or something, right? And then said, okay, you can have your birthday show and then you can announce there. I don't know. Where were we? Like
Suuchan,
it's been
if
so
she's
long,
going to be fired or not fired, yeah.
We don't know. Do you guys think she's going to be fired? So my opinion is that, because I've been in NMB's, I've been watching NMB for so long, is that I don't think she will be fired, because, and this will tie into something we will talk about later, is that NMB has actually like invested quite a lot of money in her now.
Yeah.
So they're probably thinking, wow, that's a massive waste of money if we fire her.
Yeah. So that, I guess, it's like sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah, it is the sunk cost fallacy.
So we had to keep her around because we spent so much already on her.
Yeah, I mean,
and also I think I agree too, because like to look at the current state of NMB, like we can't afford to be losing members.
Yeah, I mean,
especially big, like quote unquote big members.
To be completely like brutally honest about this, right? So what do you lose by keeping her?
Those sensitive fans, but they're still gonna be.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, who gives a shit what they think? And also
they were gonna leave anyway, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like they fire Suuchan or whatever. Like if they fired Suuchan on March 23rd, right? Those people wouldn't have. It wouldn't have mattered to those people.
Yeah. They would feel justified, I guess. I don't know, in their righteousness, their self-righteousness.
Yeah, but they'd still be saying the same things.
Yeah.
Because, like, this is how Bunshun operates. It's like they will say one true thing, right? Like, they have proof that, like, Suuchan met these Johnny's guys. And then they would start, saying random shit that's, like, clearly wrong. But then people will start believing it. Because, like, in the Bunshun thing with Suuchan, they said, like, oh, it's very well known that, like, NMB and Johnny's are, hook up all the time, blah blah blah. But then what the fuck? Like I could say that no one like it doesn't mean anything. So because of that, like they're conducting witch hunts on NMB, and it's like really like it's really frustrating and it's really annoying. And
Yeah.
like I don't envy like management like having to deal with all this bullshit.
Yeah, and like this whole mess, it just comes down to Bunshin wasn't hunting down NMB; they were hunting down Johnny's.
Yeah.
Because that's where the money is. It's going after Johnny's. No one gives a shit about NMB or 48 for that matter.
The worst thing that Suuchan did was was hooking up with like a really famous Johnny's guy.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't have like hunted her down. Like Bunshin wouldn't go to Osaka to stalk Suuchan, right? There's no way.
Yeah, or really any member. Maybe Miru, but
Not even.
she's on her way out anyway, so who cares?
Yeah.
No one cares.
I mean, they do all their bullshit in Tokyo because there's enough scandals in Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
So like, why would you go all the way to Osaka for a scandal? So the only reason is because like it involved like some like really big Johnny's guy.
But yeah, I guess we'll see if and when Suuchan comes back.
Yeah.
There are some events coming up that she might show up again.
I don't know. I think like because they waited so long, it just becomes like super uncomfortable no matter what they do.
Yeah. Like, it's like too late to do anything about it. And like, we've kind of moved on, I guess, or we're just more annoyed. While the current Gravure Queen is currently, in turmoil, we have a new challenger in the Gravure ring, and that is Hongo Yuzuha, who apparently has
I was reading this thing. I thought you were gonna say Miyake Yuria. Sorry.
Oh, not yet. I don't think so. Anyway, Hongo Yuzuha, I guess, has a very very, I don't know how to describe it.
Explosive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, what was the headline? Namba's secret weapons.
Yeah, it was something like the Big Bang attack or something.
Yeah.
And
which is like the Monster Hunter hammer combo. It's called the Big Bang.
It's also like a Dragon Ball move.
Yeah, isn't it like Vegeta's attack or something?
The Big Bang attack is, I don't know. I don't want.
Anyway, Yuzuha is doing some Gravure. People seem to really into it. Seems like we have a new best body of NMB or something. I don't know. Yeah, you can check that out. That's in Boobka. Is it Boobka or Bubka?
Boobka.
I mentioned this on the Discord. I said like just because like she has like big assets doesn't mean that she's gonna get popular out of it. So we don't know yet. I guess like even with Suuchan, it wasn't like instant.
I think it was pretty quick because like once like she like that got noticed, even like AKB jumped on that and like gave her like she went from like 1 slot or 2 slots to like 4 or 5 slots.
No. That wasn't because of the Gravure though. It was because she was
because she was selling a lot, so they gave her more.
Yeah, I know, but did that have anything to do with Gravure?
Yeah, it was the same time. It was like 2019 when she started blowing up.
Okay, whatever.
But yeah,
I don't really know. But like Yuzuha, I don't know. I feel really icky, like
as you should.
Like, yeah, because like I especially with I think like us like we've been like following NMB quite a long time, so we remember like Yuzuha when she was still a kid.
Yeah, that's true. It's always weird to think of it like that.
Yeah. I still see Miru as well, not much recently, but like like when she started like her gravy stuff, it was like, oh my god, Miru. So
yep.
it's the same reaction now for Yuzuha, and I don't know. I mean, good luck to her. I hope it works out.
Yep. All right, and then next piece of news we have here is Miyake Yuria is back from her hiatus.
Yep. Did she say she passed high school?
Was it for high school or was it for college?
It's for getting into high school.
To get into high school, yeah. But
I
don't think she mentioned. Now that I think about it, I don't think she mentioned that she got into high school though. That would be hilarious if she took the hiatus and it was pointless.
It's like, well, I didn't get in high school. I guess I'll be an idol now.
Yeah.
Or you have to go to like the NMB high school or whatever.
Because in Japan, high school isn't required, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, except like over 90% of people go.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like baby. It's like it's basically like college, but not college.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's back. How long was she out? It was.
Oh,
before...
it's a long time, like 6 months plus, 8 months. Like she was one of the longest. Oh no, wait, was it 6 months?
Well, 6 months ago would have been like 10th anniversary.
It's like around 8
before
months,
that.
I think.
8 months. Okay, yeah. Her hiatus is like one of the longest hiatus ever.
Yeah.
Like I think maybe just Hinacho is longer.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's long. We don't have like the specific numbers, but it was a long.
It's long, and she's back, and she's already like doing a lot of stuff. She like was participating in some like the TakoPa performances as a sub. In an upcoming series of stage shows, she's gonna be stepping in for Leopage.
Well, that's not announced yet.
We're not gonna talk about that
for
yet.
the Hanashikai, she is listed as part of the Leopage.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess talk about that. So as with all NMB singles, they come with like those little like national handshake tickets, the Zenaku event tickets. They're doing those in May. I think it's like May 15th, 16th, I believe. It's a weekend in May, and they're doing them as like an actual like kind of Zenaku event, but with all the teams, all the non-battle teams. So Leopage, Mixed Juice, Wink, and so on. You get to be able to meet all the members for like. They haven't quite said what exactly it's gonna be. If it's gonna be like, okay, you talk to them for 10 seconds, they cut you, and then you talk to the next member for 10 seconds, or are they gonna wheel you like on a cart across the members for like 30 seconds each?
Yeah, we don't really know what it's gonna be, but
yeah,
like don't expect too much, I guess.
Yeah. Also, I think it's already too late to. It's a weird like lottery thing, so it's not even guaranteed. You have to like enter the code that's on the ticket into their website, into the freaking EMTG or whatever the ticket site is. It's a clusterfuck. And then it's a lottery to actually win that. Or you can also get a poster of like different non-battle teams. And Jeff and I entered in those lotteries. We'll find out, I guess, later if we won anything.
When are they announcing?
I believe next weekend. Like, I think the 30th.
Oh.
So I went for Wink and Kyun Mart.
Traitor.
Jeff went for...
I got one Wink Hanashikai because Chihi is not scheduled to be in it because of her play. But I got it just in case she is in it if her play gets canceled again. And then I got her.
It's gonna be canceled.
Then I got her poster. Got the poster.
And she still doesn't show up. I guess worst case scenario, you get to talk to Nanaho. Sure.
Yeah, and I can.
And I guess Yuina, since she's your new favorite now.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's that little mix of news there. On the note of hiatuses, I guess there can only be one person on hiatus at a time. Actually, that's not true, right? I think Manatee and Hinata were both on hiatus at the same time now.
Yeah.
Anyway, one must go and one must come, and Yamamoto Mikana decided to go on hiatus again, a second time.
Yeah.
So maybe she saw like Yuzuha had a really long hiatus, so if I do 2 separate hiatuses, that might be longer. That might give me like
Yuzuha?
Yuria.
Oh, not Yuzuha. Yuria.
Yuria. See, even
I mix up the U's and the U's. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Mikana wants to have the hiatus high record.
Yeah,
is this the most hiatuses a member has done?
I think
2.
Shit. I think like Kinoshita Momoka had 2 as well. I mean Mikana's first one was like 3 months.
Yeah.
Like Hasa's was like a month. So
Hasa is also like 3 months.
Yeah, we don't know how long it's gonna be. My prediction is it's not gonna be that long. She's gonna be back for the Lodi concert. Oh, spoilers. That's my prediction.
Huh, interesting. Well, I hope it's only 1 month for her, especially because we got some concerts coming up. And
Yeah,
also the future of NMB. The future of NMB lies on Mikana's shoulders, or lack thereof.
God YM.
God YM. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So hopefully they didn't really say anything about her hiatus. I guess just.
Officially it's health. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be probably mental health, probably.
And it was right before the Wink Shonichi for the new theater show.
Yeah, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, hope Mikana comes back. All right, and then we have a slew of graduation announcements. I guess we need to come like, you know how there's like words for like groupings of things. You know, gaggle of geese. You know, a herd of sheep. We need like a word for like a group of graduations. Yeah, murder of crows. What do we call like a group of graduations? Like,
a clusterfuck of graduation.
A GoFundMe of graduation.
a non-bunch.
A non-bunch. Oh, it's good.
It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, so we have not one, not two, not three, but we have, I was gonna say not four. We actually do have 4 graduation announcements this month.
Fuck.
Holy shit. I was actually, before like, you know, these all happened, I was predicting at least 2, maybe 3, but not exactly in this fashion. Not these members. Only 1 out of the 3 was actually correct.
I honestly thought that, like, after March, so like the last graduation was like
Miru.
The first one on this list actually.
Oh. Okay.
This was like Rika T's graduation was like March 30th or something. And I was like, oh, okay, so we are probably safe for a while because usually they do these announcements like, you know, for the fiscal year. They don't.
Okay.
They normally like announce, like, you know how Japanese businesses work, right?
Yeah.
It's always like, you know, they finish everything in March so that April is a new beginning.
Yeah.
It's always like that. And yeah, and then I was like, oh, maybe we'll say we're safe for a while, but nope.
Yeah. So I guess we'll go with the members who announced. Yeah, Rika T announced hers first, and then Manatee, Kitamura Mana, and then Ogawa Yuuka announced hers, and then Namba Hinata announced her graduation. So I guess with Rika T, this one is the one we probably like is not the most least surprising, I guess, of these. It's like we kind of like saw like, you know, signs that she was probably on her way out.
She was
like,
dropping hints.
Yeah,
massive ones.
She wrote like tweets where a series of tweets where the first character spelled out like, what was it?
Like Sotsugyo.
Was it like arigato or something?
Yeah, it was like arigato, like thank you for everything or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like these are like teenage girls, so
they think it's like really deep and like interesting. Like no, it's not. You know, she's not really a teenager. She's like 20.
She's 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she thinks like a teenager. So.
What? Anyway, yeah, this was at the Gemini solo.
Gemini or Gemini?
Gemini. We're pronouncing it the Japanese way.
Yeah. Well, the zodiac sign is also pronounced Gemini. So
in American English it's Gemini.
Yeah, and it's
and
spelled
most
with
dialects of English.
No. I mean, in Japanese, the zodiac sign is pronounced Gemini.
Yeah. So, and then like with recent like comedy stages, everyone is expecting, like everyone's on edge, thinking there's going to be a graduation, and she followed through. So
the Kanmuri curse lives on.
Yep.
Only broken by Shion.
Yeah, so she was like the one I was expecting to graduate.
Yeah.
But she didn't announce it. She even said, "I'm not going to graduate." I'm like, oh, fuck you, Shion. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, and I guess with Rika T, like, you know, her attitude or like how she like did the gravure non-battle, she didn't really try that hard, didn't really care too much. Didn't really seem bummed out.
It was clear like she didn't really give a shit anymore.
Yeah, barely promoted it.
Well, I mean, she did all the YouTube videos for Kawaii. So I wouldn't say she didn't give a shit. That's but true. I mean, some of her reactions, she looked like kind of resigned because I mean, with them coming in last. But I mean, I think she was thinking about this well before that. And she was saying like, oh, she wants to be a solo, like influencer type person with
did she?
with her YouTube and fashion stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Well,
mean,
good for her, I guess.
does
But then
have
she
enough-
also say like, the reason she's leaving though is because of health reasons.
Oh yeah, there's also that.
Oh, what was her?
She did
say something, right?
She said
she actually said what she's sick of.
I don't think she did.
She did.
No, but she
Yeah, I don't
said
remember that either.
it's been a chronic thing for a while now.
Maybe she got injured, like the Harakaren kind of injury.
We don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Hope gets better with her health condition. Also, I guess good luck to her in her solo aspirations. They haven't really said when. I guess they said what, mid-May. I guess is when she's going to be leaving.
She said mid-May, but there's no date yet.
And then there's also I guess going to be another Jiminy stage.
Yeah.
In the same fashion of Lapis Arch and Ion had their last stages as well. So seems the not only is the Kamari curse alive, so is the unit curse.
Not the only official unit.
All right, Manatee announced her graduation, and it wasn't really, she didn't announce it on a show, at a stage or show or anything. It was a blog post, pulling a real Sakamichi move.
That's so fucking bad though. Like, I kind of feel bad for her.
Yeah, I think it was like she was supposed to be on like the weird like theater talk show things they've been doing
never
lately.
talked about this, but it was like they were trying to do new things, right? And then one of them is like they would do like talk shows in the theater.
talk show. I think it was like speech improvement or something.
Yeah.
Was like the themes. Where did they get like all like the really like bad talkers and bad MC people to like gather and teach them how to be better? Anyway, Manatee was supposed to be on one of those, and I guess her announcement was before this, but I guess it was presumed she probably would have announced it at this one.
Well,
but she had to pull out.
Oh, okay, she pulled out anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, Manatee announced graduation, and I think they said, I don't know. Manatee is weird because she went on hiatus as well, and always been kind of sick.
Yeah, I mean she's always sick though. Like
she
would
looks
drop
really sickly
out of like events or whatever, or theater shows because she got sick. So yeah. I mean, at some point, right? Like this probably isn't for you.
Yeah.
And I guess she made that decision.
She's really young too. She's only 15.
Yeah.
And
she's the same age as Renatan, who is, I think, 14 or 15. One of those.
Kato?
They just got into high school.
Yeah, and Kato too, right? Yeah, there's that. And then the next graduation, Ogawa Yuuka, 6th gen member.
This was like, her is like the complete opposite.
This is like not too surprising, but also kind of like, I guess, bummer. Like,
I mean, she reached her limit, I guess. Like, she joined 6th gen, right, as like one of the 20-year-olds, and it was always like there was already a timer. So we talk about like Miu being old all the time, right?
Yeah.
So like when Ogawa Yuuka and Shin joined 6th gen, it was it was the same thing. Like people were saying like, oh, they're already like 20, so the idol timer is ticking already.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and with Ogawa Yuuka, it just never worked out for her. Like she never got popular. It was whatever. And then she, I guess, made that decision where, you know what? Do I still want to do this? The answer was no. She's like 22 now or something.
Yeah,
23. So.
And she announced at that talk show thing.
The talk show, yeah. The fucking talk show thing.
Was this the same one that Manatee was supposed to be on, or
yes?
No, I think it was a week later.
Was it?
Yes,
wow.
It is.
Okay.
So
were they both gonna announce?
I think that might be why they removed Manatee, because they're like, oh no, I want to announce. No, I want to announce. And they let the older one announce.
Yeah, fair enough.
But it was, I actually watched it because I don't know, I kind of thought something might be announced at this.
But it wasn't live.
It was. This one was.
Oh, this one was?
The previous
okay.
two last month weren't.
Yeah, weren't.
I see.
So it was weird. Like they had to be all cheery, and like Yuino was the MC, so she was like making it a super fun atmosphere. But then at the end, like Ogawa Yuka's like, I have an announcement. Then everyone's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A way to kill the mood, Yuuka.
Yeah.
And then she actually, like, during her graduation announcements, she already said her last day and with like a graduation stage was supposed to be April 28th.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Thank you. Birthday present to me.
Hey,
have a graduation.
the Prime Minister of Japan has a birthday present for you.
The state of emergency.
Yeah.
So because of the state of emergency in Osaka, where they're actually requesting that theaters close down this time, unlike the second one. So then NMB has decided to do all these theater shows with no audience, and then except for Yuka's, they're gonna postpone it.
I guess they're hoping she's pulling Ruririn, I think, where she wants
she wants her fans to
And you know what? Maybe it will work out for her. Maybe not, though.
I mean, I hope so.
Well, I mean, if it works for her, then at least it works for the other concerts they have planned next month as well.
Well, technically, the plan is only until May 11th. So
yeah, it's possible.
Keep your word, Yoshimura.
I mean, it's not Yoshimura though. It's Suga. Yoshimura's
all
the
of you.
governor of Osaka.
I don't trust any of them.
Yeah, of course. Like I wouldn't bet on 11th. Like,
I mean,
I think like end of May is more likely.
For whatever it is, like I think Yuka will stay because I think it's like Yurina, right? If you're still a fan of her, you're pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
So she wants to give them the proper send off.
All right. Okay, and then our last graduation announcement, Hinata. This one came hot. It's like our most recent one only a few days ago. So Hinata was absent for a lot of the TakoPa shows, for the last month or so.
Yeah.
And finally she makes an appearance on TakoPa. And as you expect with this kind of weird behavior, she announced graduation. Yeah. And Hinata, much like Manatee, was also on hiatus for a while for studies.
Yeah. She came back like a year ago. I think almost to the day, like almost a year.
Yeah, and then she also had like a mini break during 10th anniversary where she fell ill.
Yeah. But that was like, it's like influenza probably or something.
Or something like that. But yeah, so she's saying she's leaving due to go study because I guess university is really hard for her.
Yeah, I think of these 4 graduations, right? Like Hinata is like the most disappointing one because she it always felt like she had some momentum, like she was climbing up the ladder, right? Like going, getting tepotai and then getting better positions and all of that, and then
she had Smilodon's blessing,
stamp of approval.
Yeah.
That's the kiss of death, right? So I mean it's very disappointing. Like the other 3, like they left, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like when I did like my definitive ranking of members, like those 3, well, I think Rika, she already announced her grad, but like the other 2, I was like, I can see him leaving like in a year. Hinata I did not see leaving in a year, so it's kind of disappointing.
I mean, Hinata's like also in her 20s now, so she's
19?
not particularly young. No. Is she 19? She's
in the second year of university.
Oh, okay, so 19 or 20 maybe.
Yeah, so I mean, she wasn't like particularly young, but still, right? Like I think it's a shame, and I could have foreseen like a future in NMB where she is like one of the top members, but I know like the hiatus obviously was very negative for her, and I guess like I think the official reason is that she decided that like studying and being an idol at the same time was not working out for her.
might as well pick the one that gives you a natural future.
Yeah, I mean, with this past year, all their activities have been reduced greatly, right?
Yeah.
Nothing has gone as planned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean that was a huge factor in a lot of the graduations last year, right?
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, it's like, and especially, I guess that's like a good reason. You can definitely explain why we have like so many graduations. Especially with NMB though, like we have like, it seems like this group has like the most graduations. Like, we joked about like for the first year of we have the streak going of graduations every episode. That's funny, that's cute. Second year happened is like, oh yeah, we still have the streak, and now it's like, please stop. It was funny.
This
like
can count for 4
the first
episodes.
20 members, not the next 20 members leaving.
Yeah. So how many do we even have?
Left
It's like
in
40.
44, I believe.
Holy shit. It's like that's
After all
these
these
4?
ones leave, plus Miru and
Oh my
yeah,
God.
it's like after
Then you have like Mikana on hiatus, and then Suuchan in like the Twilight Zone.
in the doghouse, in the gulags, as we said.
She's locked up in like one of the toilets in the theater.
Yeah, she's locked up in Kohatan.
There's only one theater, one toilet.
Yeah, they have to do it while she's there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just staring there, locked up, like chained to the wall. But yeah, it's really like. So we didn't mention this last month when we talked about like the good things about non-battle. I think maybe the best thing about non-battle is it put like a moratorium on graduation announcements because we didn't have any for 2 months.
But
I guess like it was one of the objectives of Nam Battle was, you know, to give these girls like stuff to do, right? So
Yeah.
like, they feel like, you know,
Like motivated to stick around, right?
yeah.
but it
And
didn't
we
like
work.
some
thought
of
it was
these-
oh, it's doing great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Literally,
mean,
it was just delaying the inevitable.
yeah.
But yeah, hopefully, I think, and like we saw, like with some other announcements we have in the news here, I guess this might be the end of the grad rush. Knock on wood, because
Oh my God, like I can't, like
I don't know, man.
yeah, I don't know either. At some point we're gonna run out of members.
yeah, that's when the streak will end.
Yeah. Like even like the Lolly concert like sounds really hollow to me right now because like there's no more senpais left. Especially if like you know Suuchan doesn't come back and then Mikana's still on
doesn't.
hiatus. Like if
Yeah.
they do the Lolly concert, it's like what the fuck is this?
It's NMB. Like next year, we're not gonna have a Loli concert because the Loli concert will
gonna
be
be
the
just
real
regular ass
NMB.
NMB.
Yeah.
Except Yuzuha.
They're gonna
just have-
screw her over again just because.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a concert with like all the generations, but like the drafts don't count.
I guess so. Yeah. Anyway, so that's gonna do it for the graduation report. Please stop.
We should call it this section like, please stop.
Please stop segment. Next piece of news, we have some good news.
For some
fan
people.
favorite show, episode 1,
That like Jeff has seen like one episode of.
2
and
because
Ryan has
Chibi
seen
was
like
in 2.
1 season of.
Yeah, I haven't seen the second season.
And I've watched all of it, and I really enjoy it. But yeah, episode 1 is back, which, if you don't know what episode 1 is, we talked about last year, but it's like kind of like the premise is pilot episodes of dramas. This season, the drama. It's just a bunch of different like episode 1 pilot episodes of different kind of dramas. Anyway, so it doesn't seem like. Well, actually, when we first saw the news, it was like kind of a leak from Fuwa's Mobame.
Yeah.
She was like a picture of like the script of her holding a script. It said episode 1, and it did it say season 3. I wasn't sure.
No, it doesn't say season 3.
It just
but,
said
like,
episode 1.
How the fuck was Fuwa holding a script for
Yeah.
episode 1 if she wasn't an NMB member yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was obvious that it was going to be a new season.
Yeah. And then I guess they did announce, but it's not going to be a full season. I guess it's going to be a weird like spin-off with like an award show theme where I guess they're gonna be showing like 3 like kind of like I guess it'd be kind of like a film festival maybe, like that's kind of the theme they're going with. They're gonna be showing.
I guess like the first season, the concept, quote unquote, was like they were a TV station, right, trying to,
find the next hit drama,
right? It makes the most common. It's like the most common, the most simple explanation.
Yeah.
Season 2, they tried ripping off the Eizouken, like they're a film club trying to make all these dramas. Now I guess the concept is that they're doing a award show. Yeah,
but it's not gonna be a full. This is our AK Bingo Neo.
One time
get our APMs up.
Well, we don't know actually if it's just one show though.
Not yet. Yeah,
it might be 3. Like it might be. It's like they announced like three episode ones. So we don't know if it's like 3 episode ones in one show or like 3 separate ones.
Yeah. I think it is the former because they're so short each that you could watch them all at once. And then because it's an award show,
long, maybe.
Yeah, it's award show, so they'll watch all of them and then pick the winners.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we don't know, but let's see.
But I guess as we mentioned before, with Fua, it looks like she's gonna be in the cast. She was one of the prominent members. Wasn't the original? We saw the original picture of her, and it was her with Suuchan.
No, it was just like she posted a picture with Suuchan, and you just you could figure out that the episode was Suuchan, Mikana, and Fua.
Yeah,
but Fua wasn't. Was she in the award show?
Like promotional image.
Yeah, was she there?
Yeah, I believe so.
I remember like Wakana and Mikana were there. I don't remember.
Like Rei's in there, Coconuts in there, Kato's in there, Nagisa's there, of course.
All the prominent members are there.
Yeah, I just remembered because like Anchu like retweeted like the announcement, but she was like, "Oh, Rei-chan's so cute." So I'm guessing Anchu and Rei-chan are in the same episode.
Maybe. It's possible that Anchu's not on it though. We don't know.
Yeah, Chihi retweeted and promoted it, and I doubt she's in it.
That's bad news. That's bad news for episode 1. That's one less viewer.
Well, it's an Osaka only show, so it's not like Jeff's views help them or anything.
Yeah, and it looks like this not even gonna be on normal TV. I think it's only on Osaka channel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It might. Yeah, I think it is Osaka channel.
So you have to watch it through the app or something.
Yeah, it's like Hikari TV.
You can sign up for Osaka channel on Amazon Prime.
But so that only has like some archive stuff.
No, it has everything.
No, like Osaka channel has its own segment on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, so there's an Osaka channel on Amazon Prime, and yeah, it's not everything, but it has most of the things you want. It doesn't have Yugata.
That's half of what I want. Anyway, there will be sources for this, I'm sure.
Yeah. And anyway, it is airing on April 27th, which is your boy's birthday. So happy birthday to me. I get Jeff gets a canceled graduation show. I get a TV show. Anyway, that's exciting stuff. Hopefully, we might have some subtitles and stuff for that in the future, so people who don't know Japanese can also enjoy it as well. Also, on the note of episode 1 spin-off award show, I guess there's also going to be another stream on April 26th with the 7th Gen members auditioning for episode 1 show.
So we don't know if this is we don't know if this is for like new episodes or it's retroactive to the ones that have already been announced, because we know for a fact that like Fuwa and I think Misaki have done episode 1 filmings. So we don't know if this video is if this thing is like retroactive to it, or it's gonna be like a new episode.
I kind of would they pick Misaki if she hadn't won through like an audition? Like, I don't think they really push her, so they wouldn't just pick her.
But like the YNN staff, so which is this one, right? They how they choose members is random. They don't really care about like pushed members or not.
Just if they're exploitable for like
For
beating a
comedy,
dead
right?
horse with the jokes.
Yeah. So I can't say like maybe the theme of whatever is like they needed lollies, right?
Yeah, or they're gonna do like
English
some
speaker.
English gag.
Maybe they need like so the Freddie Mercury and Karen Flower, right?
Oh yeah.
They wanted someone to speak actual English.
I remember there was one of those things with Hillary on AKB48 show where like she was like they're like at a ramen shop and then she randomly talked to the ramen shop guy in English and the guy was completely confused. It could be something like that.
Yeah, maybe. We don't know. So I think what Jeff is trying to say though is that it's possible that Misaki won her role through this stream.
Yeah.
All right. Next piece of news is pretty exciting stuff for us. It's the NMB. That you're going with this name now. Natsu concerts. So
I think all of them are going with it too. Though.
Yeah, because even like the NMB Twitter account like even like had like a poll like, hey, what hashtag should we use? And it was like Natsu concerts or something else. Yeah. I think everyone picked just like Natsu was like the winning pick. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, that's like the early summer concerts, the things we talked about last month. So they're doing a regular ass NMB concert. They're doing a Loli concert or next gen only member concert. And then they're doing Shiroma Miru's graduation concert. And they announced the dates. So Jeff was right in that it's going to be in May. So on May 29th is going to be the regular ass NMB concert. And that's going to be at 11:30 a.m., which is really early. And then the next gen concert 2 is going to be on May 29th as well, and that's going to be at 5:30 p.m. So it's kind of like the main event for that day.
It's super early though.
Yeah, super early for regular NMB, and then
I mean we're in the mambo
time for Loli
times.
concert. Yeah.
I mean, no, we're actually in the state of emergency time right now.
Well, hopefully it'll be over by then, but.
Yeah, this was announced before the state of emergency.
I mean, like, so what's happening, even when, like, we were not in the full state of emergency, a lot of events and stuff were, like, encouraged to end early by, like, 8 p.m. So NMB has been, like, starting some of the theater shows earlier, and then now this concert is quite earlier than normal.
Yeah. And what's especially early is, so Miru's grad concert is also, so that's going to be on May 30th, and that's at 1:30 p.m., which is really, really early.
But it's good because we can actually do stuff after.
Yeah, for once.
Okay. Well, how confident are you that these concerts will push through? Honestly, I am 50-50.
You're 50-50? I think so too.
I think maybe even less. Like
I
think there's
honest,
a very
50-50.
good chance these get cancelled.
I'm also, if I'm honest, 50-50, but I want to be hopeful.
I could see him being postponed, and the only reason I could see is like it was like, I mean, we're gonna talk about this anyway. Like they announced their new single and they announced the Hanshikai dates, and there's like an open weekend between two of the Hanshikai weekends.
Well, the bigger thing
July.
is that Miru is actually in the schedule for this Hanashikai,
That too, yeah.
which are all in like July and August. So she'll be there through at least the first date in July.
Well, you have to,
or at least through August.
It's not just having an open week, Matt. It's like, is Osaka Joe Hall open that weekend?
No, like there's a whole other bunch of events happening right now too. I guess actually, no. Actually, now I know why, because that would be when the Olympics start. Is like no, that's too early. The 11th that's too early.
No. Olympics was like July 20 something.
Yeah, so I guess it wouldn't be Olympics. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's them like doing some like 5D chess. Like if they planned, oh, we're gonna have this weekend open in case we have to push it back because of Corona.
I think a lot of concerts and events are scheduled with like backups in plan now.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like even last year when Twice at Tokyo Dome got canceled, they somehow, like from March, they already had a second date just in case in April. Like they were thinking COVID would end in a month.
Yeah, we'll see. I wouldn't be that confident about this, but
I hope so.
It's gonna suck.
Yeah, because then we might miss the Hirapa collab.
Yeah, that's
what you're worried about. Okay.
Well, not that would suck on top. That's a like shit cherry on top of a shit Sunday. I want to go to the concerts like with next month, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's unlikely, but like even like I don't know. I guess we could discuss this like after the single, but like the current roster just looks sad.
Anyway, yeah, I hope we can go to these concerts. Not only that, and because as Jeff alluded to, he wants to do some. He wants to go check out the Hirakata Park NMB stuff, and we also want to film some more TakoPa stuff, TakoPa Tours. So we have a bunch of plans revolving around this concert and like these events. Like we even like booked like extra days after the concerts to go do some of this stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath. Like maybe maybe if you check the hotels now, Jeff, they'd be cheaper now.
Oh shit, good idea. I mean, you already got yours for a pretty good deal anyway. So
yeah.
But yeah, actually, at least unlike the non-battle shows, we can confirm at least we have tickets for this.
We all won every concert.
Well,
yeah.
Even Jeff won, and he didn't even apply.
I saw a lot of people. I saw a lot of people lost the Miru concert.
Oh really?
Oh really?
We got lucky.
I'm gonna assume that these are the people who didn't get the goods. You already experienced.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that. Right? We should talk about that too.
I find these people really dumb. Like you already experienced it last time, where it was like harder to win if you didn't get the goods tickets.
Yeah.
But they still applied without the goods, and so they still lost.
Yeah. Which we can mention this time, like the goods they announced. So the regular ass NMB concert is going to come with a pair of light up non-bats.
Oh shit! Upgrade.
Upgrade to a really dumb thing.
I think the Lolly concert was the dumbest one. It's the most useless one.
It's like, the photo book pamphlet. They did this with the last Lolly concert.
It's only like 20 pages, but it costs like 2,500 yen.
Yes, stupid.
Yeah. And then Miru's grad concert is going to come with like one of these, they call it a bib, but it's like one of those like practice jerseys, like when you were like in PE and you had to wear like a jersey to show you're on the other team. It's one of those with
well,
like...
they call those bibs in Japan.
Oh, okay, weird. Anyway, it's like one of those like weird, like really loose, light practice jerseys that has Miru's face on it.
If you look up videos of like D3,
yeah, it's like the green jerseys, or are they green?
Orange ones, like
orange,
the big, yeah. Whatever.
It's because recently
other groups use green.
It's because recently in concert and stage rehearsals they have to wear masks, so the directors and the staff like have a hard time recognizing them, so they all wear giant jerseys with their names on them.
Yeah. Anyway, those are the goods.
Yeah, and clarified that we had the option to apply for tickets with goods that were more expensive or tickets without goods. So that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, and I applied for all of the ones with goods because I had bad luck last time.
So you won all three, right?
I won all three, and I had to spend like fucking like $700 on all three concerts because we got two tickets each.
I won the normal concert without goods because like when I was applying was like, yeah, there's no fucking way this is gonna be a hot ticket.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Miru one, I think definitely you needed goods to win.
But then
Andy won without goods.
Oh, okay. But I saw a lot of people who failed the Miru concert though.
Mm.
So the Lolly concert was the one I was surprised by, that you could win without goods.
Yeah, I think because that was also like the weak link last time as well. Like they were still selling, I think, tickets later.
Well, that's because the last time it was the day.
It was 10th anniversary.
It was like the daytime concert before Akaringrad. But it was also like 10th anniversary weekend.
Yeah,
so it should have sold well.
Nowadays, this time around, the regular ass concert is gonna be the least appealing one, I think.
Yeah, I say. I mean, I might even say Miru grad just because I don't care about Miru that much.
Well, no.
I didn't really care about Akarin either. But I mean, in retrospect, now I realize as like basically it's 10th anniversary concert part 2. So I mean, this will probably be. I mean, we're not gonna go into predictions. We're probably gonna do that next month when we're closer to concerts, assuming that they still do them. To do like predictions for these concerts, but yeah,
I'm imagining the next episode's gonna be like, yeah, maybe we can do the concert next month, or maybe Matt's idea of the open weekend in July
is right. Matt Stradamus strikes again. But yeah, that's this concert hopefully happening next month. All right, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back in a few seconds. And we're back. Alright, so next we got some big news to talk about. NMB has announced their 25th single. Oh yeah, that alert went off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is I guess we already knew because, you know, the whole non-battle thing was resting on the results of that. So we already knew it was going to happen. We had announced a new single. And there's a new single. And it is coming out on June 16th.
Cool.
So, pretty soon. And they announced the Senbatsu.
Ta-da!
We got Abe Wakana,
Yay.
Ishida Yumi,
What?
Ishizuka
Honestly.
Akari,
Oh shit!
Umiyama Kokona,
Yeah.
Kato Yuuka,
Mm-hmm.
some girl named Chihiro.
I think
Shut
there
up.
was-
Kojima
it's not
Kaden.
you.
Give her her proper.
Sadano Haruka,
She's
Shiotsuki
glad
Kato,
Haru now.
Yeah.
Shibuya Nagisa, Jonishi Rei, Shiroma Miru, Harakaren,
Pito.
yeah, Yasuda Momone.
Are you having trouble reading these?
I'm syncing it up with a video and shit.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gonna be cool.
Oh.
Oh, in the center is Shiroma Miru. The biggest surprise. Finally, she got a single. She finally got a single center.
and
It's been so long.
It's
been over a year without
well,
a Miru
I mean,
center.
to be fair to her, not really. To be fair to her, it's been 2 years actually,
Yeah, I guess so.
because it's the last one was Boko Ekaire,
Yeah.
and then she
I
got
guess
caught
it's
up in
just
the
shy of-
Magician Rush.
Yeah, it's just shy of, I guess, 2 years.
Yeah.
But yeah. So takeaways from this Senbatsu. Let's see. Well, should we...
Well, it's 14 members.
14 members, yeah, that's kind of like the big, like,
It's
huh?
like, what the
And-
fuck?
But considering, you know, the things we talked about earlier in the show, maybe it makes sense. So,
Not
Suuchan and Mikana were probably intended to be in the Senbatsu,
Yeah.
and then they just like, well, we can just cleanly pull them out.
This is so like if you've like worked in Japan for like any length of time, or like, you know, dealt with like Japanese people with like for any, you know, length of time, it's like this is how their minds work. It's like, we have 16 members for the Senbatsu. Oh, but like, you know,
It has to be
it has
16
to be these
members,
16 members,
right?
And it's like, oh, we lost two
Yeah.
of them. So, what do we do? Well, you know, we can't really do anything, so just announce it. 14. It's like, people were like going, like trying to justify, like, oh, you know, it might be like, yo, they wanted to reduce the number, social distancing, whatever. Nah.
No, it's definitely
It's
not
always
that.
14 members.
It's I'll bet you anything it was originally 16, and then they lost the two, and like, instead of like, you know, oh, let's replace them, it's like, nope.
I mean, I can come up with arguments for not replacing them. I don't know. You could say, being the like obvious two who were like thrown in as replacements, kind of lessens
Well, you wouldn't
it.
know.
Mm-hmm.
For all we know,
Yeah.
Chihi could be the 16th, right?
Who are the two?
Or it could have been 18 and then there were two missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, because even like before, like this was down, it's like even like in Discord, like we were predicting, oh, is it gonna be, you know, 16 or 18 Senbatsu? Someone was even saying 20, which that seems kind of ridiculous. Because at a certain point, like, you know, NMB has so few members now, like, you know, like almost 44. At a certain point, you're gonna be like half of the group is in Senbatsu and half the group are not in Senbatsu, and that's when it
Becomes
becomes
dumb.
like,
Yeah.
what kind of message are you trying to send to the members who aren't in Senbatsu, right? So I think having a small Senbatsu is okay, especially, you know, considering current circumstances. So yeah, I think it's fine. It was just odd, like, you know, they could have just replaced him.
Or
But we don't
they
know,
just
like-
go like way less, like 12
Yeah,
or 9.
or
Yeah,
9,
must be now.
because you know there's a fantastic single that had 9 members in it.
Hey, Kata Omoi Yori o Omoide o is a good song.
Actually, I had a theory. So if they didn't announce the single before we started recording, I had a theory of what they would do. Is it would have been 16 members. 10 of the members would have been the 10 old gen members,
Even Miki,
and then 6 new gens.
All 10.
Yeah, and then the
well,
6. And
you
then
got
6
close
new gen
though.
members.
I think Miki's the only.
I know, like I said, it wouldn't have been too far fetched. It wouldn't have been too different from how we got this.
Miki's the only old gen who isn't in.
Well, and D2
And Yuzuha.
Shion Momone. And
Well,
Yuzuha.
They're in between. They are not old enough to get in this Senbatsu, and too old to get into Lolly Concert.
See, that's
Just
why I'm saying like
before
they'd qualify as That's why I said they qualify as like the old gen. So it would have been those 10 plus like 6 new gen members, which would have been like Kokona, Kojidin, Rei-chan, Kaito, Wakapon, and who gives a shit? Harakaren or Sadharu. No one will give a shit.
I mean, I actually, I don't know, man. Like, we've been talking about, like, next gen so much. Like, and NMB has been talking about next gen so much. And then in this single, they fucking go backwards and say, like, let's go to the old gen.
Because Ion graduated.
I love how there's like people in Discord like, who are these fucking boomer members? This was bullshit, complaining about Yumi and Anchu being in here.
I'm happy with Anchu. I'm not.
Give them their due,
because it's finally, it's her time. Yeah.
It's been about time. It's been time, right? And actually, I guess it was announced. Oh, she got into Senbatsu. I mean, I was like so like overwhelmed with like emotion and stuff, like trying to process everything. I didn't even know Harakaren got into Senbatsu until way later. I was like, wait, did Kai get in also? I don't know. Like I didn't.
Well, okay, your true colors finally came out.
Well,
yep,
at least we know who your real
so it does.
But, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe because like it's Miru's last one, and so it was like, okay, she wanted an oldies Senbatsu.
Kind of like pulling an Akarin with Yumin being in Koinaka, which yeah, when I first saw Yumi in this one again, I was like, ah, shit.
Yeah.
Also, why? And then I mean, actually, it made sense because and also they had the same effect that happened with the Koinaka reveal, where it's like, okay, Ishida is before Ishizuka, so there's still hope. And this time, it actually happened.
So how are you feeling? So
and maybe
play by play, Matt. How are you feeling while they were announcing?
I think I was probably feeling the same as like Anchu, like having like a total like meltdown. I'm like, oh shit, and then I'm like desperately trying to like figure out like ways to like clip it, and then like I actually did like a whole like subtitle of like her acceptance speech of getting to Senbatsu. You find that that's on my Twitter.
Yeah, because they actually announced this live
at a stage show,
and Anchu was there.
Anchu was present for.
Wink was there, and
yeah,
and this was the first time in a long time that members have found out live versus like them just finding out through a message.
Well, find out live in quotes. Is it really?
It is. I mean, look at those tears.
I guess.
Unless you think her acting's that good.
She's pretty good. She's like, I think like people were like putting like oh, Miru is sitting really close to Anchu, like in the screenshots.
Oh. Well, I guess Miru probably knew.
I mean, Miru knows. She's center.
Okay,
she had like say in this, right?
She announced it, right?
Yeah. Well,
yeah. Obviously, like they wanted her on stage before they announced this, right? So I'm pretty sure she knew.
Yeah.
Like it would make no sense if she didn't know.
No,
but
she's gonna be out of Senbatsu for her own graduation single.
Yeah.
Hey, do it like Ion.
But yeah, I guess I'm really proud of Brian. I'm really proud. I'm really proud of Anchu. It's been about time. Especially because like it seems like she was like so close last year with Date, and then like had like that little meltdown Twitter rant thing.
I remember saying during Koinanka that like it really felt like Anchu was like further away from Senbatsu than ever.
Yeah, I thought she had given up.
I mean, it does go back to like how thin the roster is right now. Like,
yeah,
I mean, in the current form of NMB, like there is no argument to be made that like oh, Anchu doesn't deserve it, like she's not good enough or whatever, she's not the top 16, because she clearly is. And you know what? Like, I really like Anchu, but like that fucking sucks.
Yeah, when Anchu, it's like a kind of weak Senbatsu when Anchu
like
makes
fucking,
it
like,
in, right? It's
you
like,
mean?
I mean, even there's even an argument. There's even an argument. It's a weak Senbatsu when
Yeah.
Chihi's in it, right? But
Fuck you. She's a regular.
Like, imagine how.
Now you can throw stones because you're in this
Like,
house.
Yep.
Imagine.
Yep, no, we're in the same house now.
And I'm the one actually outside right now. Yeah.
Don't cross the line. There's a giant like painted
Senbatsu
white
only.
line across split that room in half. Yep. Chihi and Anchu can't
Yeah.
cross
Anyway,
the line.
so like, yeah, as I said, like I really like Anchu, but like the fact that she's in Senbatsu, like fucking, oh my god, like. So imagine like during Koinanka, right? It was like, okay, Akarin's leaving, that sucks, but it's still okay. But then Saipi left, and then Ayan left, and then I don't know, fucking Suuchan decided, yeah, I just had to
Decided
get some twice.
Like we were saying before that, from the previous Senbatsu of 18, right? We could have just replaced all the graduates with some of these border members and would have been fine. But now we went down to 14 and we still have a new member.
We overcorrected, yeah. That's a surprise. I guess like we want to like talk about like the other, I guess, interesting thing. So Sad Haru's back in the
That sucks too.
Senbatsu.
She sold out. I mean, if you can't ignore that, right?
Yeah, but
And
she
then
has
you
like
can-
5
so
fans.
to just I mean, but at some point you have to.
I don't know. I think that's slippery
Acknowledge it.
slope, because then you'd have to say like, why can't Miki get in then?
Did she sell out?
She didn't. She only
she had
sold
fewer
out
slots.
5
Okay.
slots.
What?
Was it 5? I thought she was 4. Because Anchu was 4 last.
Oh, 4. Yeah, sorry.
Also now, like, well, I mean, we'll talk about it later. But yeah, and I guess everyone kept on shitting on Karen, like saying, "Oh, she's gonna get cut. She's gonna get dropped from Senbatsu, and somehow she's still in here."
I mean, she's still
manages to make
border
it to the
though. Like,
14.
you can't really deny that she's border.
Yeah.
Because like the other border girl who was with her, Shin, got cut. Yeah, so
She got out, yeah, so-
like remember those stones, Matt. Be careful with them.
They're
Yeah,
stones, not boomerangs.
I was saying, oh, it's a grad single. They're not going to drop anyone because they always like to be happy. Because they did that with
Koinanka.
Yuri and Akarin, I think.
Oh yeah.
But they dropped Shinshin,
Yeah.
so
I mean, yeah.
And then Hasa didn't come
Actually,
back,
that was
which
the
I guess is like
that is the most surprising one for me. If they were gonna so if they were gonna drop Suuchan and Mikana, right? Like they could have just put in Hasa and Shinshin, and it would have been 16.
Yeah.
And no one would have
been fine.
complained.
Yeah, and I think actually Suuchan and Mikana
And
not
we
being
would
in this.
we would
actually
give
made, like, my
we would
original
give
theory
Jeff
fine,
shit,
too.
right? Saying like, oh, if Suuchan and Mikana got in, 15 and 16 is Yumin and Chihi. Yeah.
Chihi.
please.
Okay, well, actually,
It's
here's
Yumin
a
and
fun
Anchu.
theory. No, here's a fun theory. Let's see. Is Anchu gonna be in front of?
Oh,
Chihi?
that would be hilarious.
No.
That would be
I think
hilarious.
I think she might just because Miru might.
No,
work her magic.
I think Anchu's definitely number 14.
It's gonna be Anchu and Harakaran.
Probably,
in the
yeah.
back, the dream
Some
team. in the
Match
back.
girls.
It's just for you.
So
The
it's
back
so that
corners.
when you're watching the concert, you could just look at the sides.
Yep.
I'm used
Just,
to
just
that.
pick a side. I'll be happy.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know
So,
what
yeah.
you guys.
I think
I
it's
don't know what
okay
you
that they're
guys think,
going.
because I guess because
Yeah.
you're both your Oshis are in, like you're really happy about that. But
Yeah, I don't
really,
care.
you don't care? I think it's a fucking awful Senbatsu.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Like, as like everyone's saying, like it's kind of regressing because it's like old members and it's Miru's grad single, which I think is gonna be the case no matter what. Like that's why like Ion didn't have a grad single because she didn't want to like keep hold back
it
NMB.
wasn't her choice,
Yeah,
that was her wish.
Yeah. So it's not like we're gonna be getting like this wasn't gonna be next gen single. That's gonna be I like to say next single is gonna be next gen focus, but Nagisa's probably gonna leave, and so she's probably gonna get a grad single. So maybe 2022.
I don't know. I think there might be one.
Finally get your chance
there might
again.
be something in between. So before Nagisa leaves, we get like a Kokona single.
Well, this one, I guess maybe they can squeeze it in. It's.
I mean, it depends on like how much they can convince Nagisa that it's better to stay.
Yeah.
Because like she even more than Miru, or even like Saipi before, it was like Nagisa's the one who's like, yeah, what the hell are you still doing in NMB?
And I guess this is probably like we'll go back to this single. This is probably like the warning bell, like the most realist warning bells that probably Anchu is on her way out.
You keep fucking saying this, man.
And this actually probably seems like, because this is like literally like her last possible thing she could do in NMB, to complete like her bucket list.
I mean, it might be for her, but like
she wants to do.
Like I don't think management thinks anything like that though. They're not like, okay, Ishizuka's about to leave, so let's give her one. I don't think they would ever think like that.
Yeah, I don't think that's really why.
Well, I mean, it's like, hey, you stuck around long enough, so we'll give you one. And she could even get like the Yumi treatment and be in the next one. Because why is Yumi in here still? That's
the thing is, I think there's no one. No, I think there was no one else they could put in. Like, I don't know, Hasa.
Put in Miki.
No. I think Hasa should be in.
Yuina is probably the closest.
I mean, I just feel like us discussing like the border. It's like it's just like does it even matter anymore?
Oh, I think it's more interesting than like your guaranteed lock members, right?
But like even the guaranteed lock members though, like I was saying this in Discord the other day, is like of like I think it was about Kokona. Like imagine 2 years ago though, like even just 2 years ago, like in the Sayaka single, like Kokona would be like a border-ish member in the Sayaka single, and now she's like, okay, she's our only hope. She has to be center now. And that just sucks. I don't know. It's like we've lost so much, and like I think personally for me, this is like the least optimistic I've been about NMB, and I mean I'm pretty optimistic. I bitch a lot, but I bitch a lot, but
you just don't show it very
like,
well.
I mean I always feel that there's something more, like NMB's it can still come back, we'll become popular again, or whatever. Like this is just like like this Senbatsu just like underlined to me. It's like, oh my god, we are fucked. I don't know. I don't want to be too much of a downer, but yeah.
I think it's just like, okay, let the boomers have their chance this time, and we'll see what happens. That's the thing, though.
Like, it's okay. Imagine the next Senbatsu, right? You drop like Yumin and Anchu, and who do you put in?
And then it's gonna be. I mean, then they've also go back up to 16, presumably, because you can't do 14 twice in a row.
I mean, presumably Mikana and Suuchan are back.
Yeah, right.
Hasa's back. Put in like Yuina.
Maybe Shin comes back, or Harutan gets dropped.
Anyway, I don't know. Maybe my.
They put in a 7th gen.
Will change like
I think that'll be
in a few months. But like right now, maybe I need to watch a concert to.
Yeah, I mean, like so after watching Ion Grad concert made me feel a lot more positive about NMB, but then like all the shit happened this past month.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 2 weeks after her concert, everything just started falling apart. Like Ion was like the glue that kept everything together.
I don't know. Things can get better. Maybe not as quickly as it went bad. Yeah.
That's the thing, though. Like even like
Corona.
Even after the Ion concert, I was like, it's still like there's still a future there, right? But like because I don't know, maybe because of the Suuchan thing, and this is like it was just one after another. It was like Suuchan, then Mikana,
Suuchan, and then Mikana going on hiatus.
Like
4 graduations.
Like,
all 4 graduations in a month.
And the thing is, like, 7th gen isn't ready yet. So you can't realistically say that, like,
definitely
isn't ready, but I could see potential.
I would have hoped like they just like push like 7th gen into this, like just to start, just to get the ball rolling on that. Get it going. Now because like 7th gen couldn't get into the Senbatsu here, right? And there is no like Tepotai-ish thing as well, right? There's no next gen whatever. So it can't say like, like Fuwa's getting pushed or Yunana is getting pushed or whatever, right? It's just like, 7th gen is still just there. They're still Kenkyusei. They're not ready.
I mean, still less than a year.
But like, Ion was like Shadow Center for a single like 3 months into her career.
Well, because she's Godchild.
But like even 6th, well, no, not 6th gen. I was gonna think like 6th gen sucked.
Well,
third D3, right? She got dropped into Bokudatsu Chouyo early. So I mean, I always say that I don't like Goryoshis, but like I think right now there is no such thing as Goryoshi anymore. It's just like just push someone. Yeah, I don't know. It's I'm very negative like past few days. And yeah, I am I am raining on your parades though, because your Oshi's got into Senbatsu. It is important for us to recognize that, NMB isn't like in a really like bad spot. And like management really needs to, work overtime to recover from that.
Fix it. And I guess when you mentioned like there's like no Tepotai or anything with this, like I guess this single is gonna be really weird. We don't know any details about it,
There's only
all we know is main song, Kyun Mart song, I guess Miru solo grad song or whatever, and that's it because we don't have teams anymore.
And there's only 3 versions.
There's only 3 versions, yeah, and we don't have teams. So we're not gonna have an NMB2.
It feels
song anymore.
Like they're doing like a really stripped down single. It was like we really need to get one out because Miru is going, so we need to give her a single. Also,
we need to kick more sand into AKB's face because it's a single in a year. We're putting out 3 singles before you guys even put out
they're still selling the old one.
Maybe there'll be like a old gen type like send off song.
That could be, yeah. Oh my god, that just gave me a bad idea. Like, what if they do like a fucking Kimi wa Melody thing where like they bring back Sayaka and Yoki and all first gen to sing a song for Miru? That'd be so dumb.
If they do it, it would be now, but I doubt it.
Then we quit and it'd be for reals. What if Ion comes back?
They're not gonna. I mean, I don't know. I think with COVID and all of that, they can't do bullshit like that anymore. Like even with the concert, like people are expecting like first gen to come back because it's the last first gen.
And the last time I did it was like 6 months ago, so
yeah, so it kind
they already
of
kind of blew their load
back.
Yeah, they already kind of lost it.
If it was like a year later or like 2 years later, it's like, oh my god, they're back again. Yeah. But like 6 months later, it's like, oh, it's Milky
again.
Yes,
oh, how I heard you left your agency.
That's the MC.
Or like Nana is like housewife or something, right?
Heard you got married or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Like we didn't even talk about like speculation or whatever, like what could happen in the Miru grad concert because
we don't know if it's even gonna happen.
It's just like it's introduced like so much uncertainty that like we can't even like properly get excited for it. Like my friend, I was asking my friend, he was like, "Oh, are you going to the AKB NMB concerts?" It's like, well, there's like 0 chance that Yuri's gonna be there.
That's all it cares.
Yeah.
Hey, Yuri was Miru's rival, so it's possible.
There's like there's a better chance of Suuchan showing up than Yuri.
Actually, that's probably not bad. Because Suuchan is like literally doing a lot of stuff right now, and
she needs more Twitch stuff. People just to watch her Twitch or whatever.
Her Mildorm. I
think she left her agency, so she's a freelancer now.
Yeah, all she's doing is like playing like Resident Evil on Mildorm and stuff.
Yeah. She's a cam girl now.
Yeah. No hot tub stream yet.
Suuchan's bathwater.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, this may concern a single, and that is NMB and Sayaka are gonna appear on Kamioto, a music show, on May 1st. So they might perform the single for the first time on this show. I don't think so. I think it's way too soon, way too short notice, unless like they're already.
But they can't do like Koinanka.
Yeah, it can't do Koinanka. Date is weird, unless they put in like unless it's like Kato and Kokono or something.
Or Kokono and Miru.
Yeah, no. Maybe they'll just do like they'll do Water People, and I'll be happy.
With Anchu on TV.
Yeah, there we go. And Harukan and Piro Piro is a close up of doing Piro Piro. My dream show. Alright, anyway, that's happening. Look forward to that. Also, Suuchan's Fuckboys are also going to be on that program too, but that's a side note.
Just one of them.
Next, we're going to talk about some theater shows. So we have 2 new theater shows to talk about. The first one is the Kyun Mart Non-Battle Prize theater show, and it is called Kito Mitsukaru Koi Shite Love Shite Kyun Mart.
Yeah, it sounds dumb.
It sounds dumb, but like at least they're actually going along with the whole Kyun Mart comedy theming. So whenever they do like the Kageana, like Kato will come out and like turn over the open sign in front of the stage. That's cute.
They do like cutesy shit like that now since Will Be Idol. Like they introduced that in Will Be Idol.
Yeah.
Where someone like reads the Kageana in front of the fans.
Yeah, Misaki did that on the last one she was on.
Okay. You only care about Misaki.
Yeah, so does everyone else in Discord. That's the only time we watch Will Be Idle now. But yeah. So yeah, let's talk about the Kyun Mart show. Me and Jeff watched. Jeff watched it, right?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, not because he wanted to.
Scouting the enemy.
So yeah, they started out doing their encore songs from the non-battles. So they did Utsuki Machine, I Woku Tore, I Wokure, and Scrap and Build. So like, oh,
these are songs that Yuri sang in her solo concert.
They're also songs that Kojiri learned a long time ago and doesn't want to learn any more new songs. Anyway,
it's okay.
That's the beginning.
Like, you know, cool songs.
I mean,
cool
makes
songs
sense. It's their own show, so revive the non-battle.
It does seem that they're doing it because Kojirin is danceable, right? So they're doing it the danceable way, where like members get assigned to choose songs. Like I can tell some of these songs are chosen.
I mean,
by
each song
members.
like had a different center.
Oh, okay. See.
Oh, well, you're right. You didn't watch it, so even from reading the set list, you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, the Ayokure, Scrap and Build and all of that, like you could tell like, oh, that's like, you know, like try hard dance songs. So
except not really.
It's probably Kojirin.
Yeah, Scrap and Build is not.
Yeah, well, Scrap and Build is the part of their non-battle set list.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the opening, and then they moved on to probably my favorite song in the whole set list.
You just like Gogoichi.
Yeah, and I just like the song. It's fun. Actually, it's really cool what they did. So they did I Love Butamon, which actually goes along with the Kyun Mart theming. Because they presumably sell
because they're a convenience store. Yeah.
But the funny thing is, like on the background of the stage, you know, the lights, it'll say like "Go Go Ichi," on in the background.
Does it?
And then it says
it said NMB Go Go Ichi, I think.
NMB Go Go Ichi in the background light. So that's actually pretty funny and pretty cool. Like it's like scrolling text. Yeah, so I like that. That's my favorite part of the whole set list.
Who centered Hatsukoi?
Oh, I'm looking
there are no Yuri
for
fans
it.
in Kino.
What date was this? Oh, April 4th.
Yeah, it was on April 4th.
Because I know, for example, like Hakanai Monogatari is probably chosen by Yuzuha. Because that's an old Team N song.
Well, because I know Jamanaku Neko, that's a Karen song, Harakaren song, because that's Koji Haru's like center song.
I see. What else? Like the Rashinai Toshikata was AKB.
Uka.
Uka chose this? She's not in the Senbatsu though.
Yeah, sorry. Uka chose Tomodaote Tameratte because she was in that. Dashinai Aishikata was that IP?
Oh,
hold on.
Might be. It's an AKB song. It's a Yuri's not in this. So if IP is true that she actually likes Yuri, then
IP likes Sayaka equals IP likes Yuri. Right? Sayaka Yuri.
Yeah.
No, Hatsukoi was Koji in center.
Oh.
They chose it because
because
Kojin usually is like cool, so they wanted her to do like a cheery song.
Okay.
And then Kisu wa Matsushika Nai. Kojin and Uka picked Wakana for this. Wakanyan. Because they just wanted to make her do the kiss face.
I see.
Well, that's the one where like they also like pick out someone to be the winner, right? Like, who did the best kiss face? Mm-hmm. And Harakaren's like Seitansai was also the stage, and of course they picked her for us. Actually, no, they changed it to Piro Piro, I think. Who can do the best Piro Piro?
I see. Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna go through every single song, so just pick out like songs that
Ib's a Girl,
were interesting.
Certified Banger.
Yeah,
that's good.
So what happened with the encore?
Encore is really weird.
Yeah. So it wasn't supposed to have an encore?
I think so.
So it was like non-battle, no encore.
Non-battle had encores.
Oh wait, no, non-battle did have encore. Which one didn't have an encore?
Was it like Kamuri Live or?
Yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, Kamuri Lives don't have an encore. So they didn't know that there was no encore, and fans started asking for an encore. And members were shocked that fans were asking for encores.
I mean, they're not shocked, but I mean, so what I think is that they're gonna perform the new song as the encore, but it's not ready. So then they just came out and were gonna talk, but then maybe they decided on the spot they would perform Koinanka.
Yeah, because they got like the encore. They got like an okay from like the staff, like off stage, that they could do a song.
I see.
Yeah, so they did Koinanka.
Yeah. So because like obviously like people were expecting the new song to be unveiled here, right?
Yeah.
Like it might even be the title of the stage, but nope. Because probably like Akimoto was like too lazy to write the song.
Or too lazy to like go into his like Dropbox and find the file or whatever.
Pick a song out of the pile.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no song for you.
Yeah. Overall, I felt like it's an okay stage.
I was in.
Would you pay money to watch this?
No.
Oh yeah.
No, because
I paid because of Harakaren. I mean, I even tried to get you to help me get into her Seitan side.
Yeah.
I was enjoying it against my will more than I thought I would. I mean, the song choices for each member were really thought out well. Like, I thought Darashinai Aishikata with IP was one of the best choices. If she's gonna go that kind of like, she's kind of that like cool and quirky character, right?
Yeah, like Riripon.
Yeah.
I wish I was hoping that she would do like Dorian Shonen.
Me too.
Just lean into it.
I like that song.
Right, with the outfits and everything, I think it'd be cool to see her doing it. Because like Machun doesn't have her own song. I think it would be fun. But yeah, did they wear the Rashinai?
No, they were. I mean, this was all in a continuous block, so I think they.
Yeah, they didn't even go off.
Didn't
they didn't even do like units or anything.
They wore.
Yeah, they were wearing the Kyun Mart costumes,
which is actually the Wink.
Or no, yeah, the Wink costumes is what I meant, yeah. So Jeff was triggered.
Was it a short stage? You said that there were no costume changes.
I think there was one. They had half the members on as MC and the other half goes changed. They only had one costume change in the main part.
I see. Well, that's normal. I think no, wait. I was gonna say like Teppotai, but Teppotai has a unit section, so they had costume changes. This one has no units, right?
No.
Wow, that's really boring.
I mean, they are a unit.
Yeah,
I know, but Teppotai is also a unit. I find stages without units very boring because usually like units are palette cleanser. They switch it up, right? Because if it's just like a non-stop like group songs, it just becomes really boring.
That's what I like though, because I'm like the opposite, where I get bored of the units corners.
Because they're usually slow songs.
They're slow songs or like dumb songs.
No, it's usually like
something. Well, I mean,
new,
Matt
right?
only
like
likes the big hype concert songs that they do as a whole group.
I'm a simple man with simple needs.
Wait, so if let's say you were for some fucking miracle you were able to watch like Kokoten, would you like just walk out when Sayaka starts playing the guitar?
Depends on the song. Which one is it?
Yume no Dead
Body.
Well, I mean,
that one is okay.
He doesn't.
So, like for me, unit songs are very hit and miss. There's some I really like, and there's some I hate. And it's like I think it's probably like 20-80 in terms of like the hate ratio.
You fucking have like really terrible.
We already know that.
Yeah, I know. Like I knew that, but like just getting it confirmed is like, oh my god, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay, yeah, let's move on. There's no point. There's no point discussing this with me.
Anyway, I liked it. I like this set list probably better than Teppotai, and on par, if not slightly better than the 7th Gen stage. Better than Will Be Idol. But yeah, that's my review.
I think the problem with Will Be Idol is like it's very short.
Yeah.
The thing I don't like about Will Be, well, I guess like the performance level is like really low with Will Be Idol, but then that's to be expected, right? But it's just like not that many songs.
All right, so then let's talk about the other stage, new stage. This is produced by Shiroma Miru. It's entitled Osaka Tamashi Sutetara Akan. And so Wink was the first group to perform this.
Personally requested by Miru.
And this is also where they announced the 25th single.
Wait, hold on. Did we even talk about the fact that when did she announce this? It was at like some random stage.
This was announced at the first Kyun Mart stage, I believe.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's like way before.
It was like a random Teppotai.
I remember because because I had a fight with some rando on the internet.
Oh yeah.
It's like March 17th.
Yeah,
something like that.
We didn't even cover that yet. We didn't know that the other 5 groups were doing anything. So do we need to cover that?
Oh, we can cover it right now.
Okay.
Well, actually, let's back this up and I'll just say it. All right, so the next stage we're going to talk about is the other new stage. It's produced by Shiroma Miru, and she said that this stage is going to be for the non-battle losers. Didn't actually say that, but so Leopage, Mixed Juice, Wink, Chosekai, and Frontier, they will be the participating teams. And I guess it'll just be each team is going to be performing it. So actually, they had their first performance earlier this week. It's also where the 25th single was announced. And this song is this set list is called Osaka Tamashi Sutetara Akan. So Jeff watched this.
I think it's really funny that like they're trying to make Miru into this like senpai character and all of that. It's like it's not fucking working.
Yeah.
Like no one believes that like Miru believes any of this shit.
She has to try.
and she's doing like the Osaka character or whatever. Like, oh my god, no, it just doesn't match. Like, nothing against Miru, but yeah, it just doesn't match her character at all.
Well, you think she's still a 12-year-old monkey baby?
Yes, because she never grew out of it.
Anyway, so this stage, Miru personally picked Wink to do the Shonichi because her theme for this stage was like, Kansha, Konjo, Kiai. So it's like thankfulness and spirit and whatever. And it's like there's a lot of like hard dance songs packed into this. Like the members doing the rehearsals, like this was the first, like the most tired they've ever gotten.
Yeah.
What's that? So I'm looking at the set list now, and
it's kind of random.
It doesn't seem like it's a super high energy set list. Like, there's a fucking Boko Ikaire here. You can sleep during it.
Actually, I was like, when they like did this, I was hoping, there's been a lot of work, that they would have done the same thing as Kumar and like open up with the encores for each team. They got it. It's a
fixed set list.
Yeah, yeah. I was saying, but like, each team would just do it differently. But yeah, I guess it's a set one. It would be a little messy.
Well, we thought the encore would be different because they started with Ha, and that's Wink's first encore song. So yeah. I was getting really hyped, and they came out in their encore outfits. So, but then they switched it up.
Then they went the worst direction.
It's like the Yamamoto Ayaka Memorial.
Yeah.
Song.
Oh yeah, we joked. So the first song is Orera. I like to call it Onara Towa.
Okay.
So this is it's the good version of Namba I. It's pretty much the same vibe as that.
And they came out in the Namba I theater show outfit, so that was super hype.
Second song was okay. Then they did Don't Look Back.
That's a super old song. So this was like the NMB Memorial Corner.
I guess so.
Doryoku no Shizuku.
It's a Namba 7 song.
And then they did Don't Look Back, and there was no back roll. So
Sad Haru Memorial Corner.
Okay, and then
I don't know some of these, like Wink no Judan and True Purpose.
I think they're AKB songs.
True Purpose is the Team M song. It's the last Team M song from the previous Kawakami Team M.
Jeff knows. He's all.
Chihi's the only member.
Oh wait, it's not Chihi. Wrong Kawakami. My bad.
Yes, M. But I mean, because Miru was on that team.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of these is like Miru's influence.
Yeah.
Like I think Miru was like in some of these units, like when she was in
like
AKB as a king.
Yeah, Subete wa Tochukeka is the album song that Miru was in.
Boko Ikaire, because it's like the one like Miru Center song that was conspicuously absent from the non-battle set list.
I mean, it's good. I like it. Seeing it performed.
Okay.
Like as a song, it's still that like truck driver's gear change still gets me. But that stupid key change in the chorus. But I actually really like the dance. So seeing Wink perform it was really cool. And Nanaho finally got to solo center song, which she didn't do during non-battle.
Justice for Nanaho. Okay, and then next they did the Dotonbori o Nakasete Kure. This is like the documentary of Apon theme song. And actually, this was interesting. So Anchu was the center for this. Well, she like did the solo part, the first part of the solo.
Yeah, it's originally Sayaka, and then she sings basically the entire first verse and chorus.
Yeah.
So that was cool for Anchu to get spotlight. Yeah, and then we talked about Ha and Sasa Sasaiko, and then ended up on a banger for you.
Yeah.
People.
So I went from like going from also angry about Sasa Sasaiko that I was like, man, this is worse. I was feeling pretty good about this set list, and then it was Sasa Sasaiko. And then then they did What Are People. So I was really happy. And Anchu did like this really loud scream in the last part. And really long scream is awesome. I clipped it. And so actually, so the whole thing with the whole Anchu getting Senbatsu, it was like, it trended on Twitter, which is really cool. Did a little clip of her doing the scream. And then like, I guess like AKB was performing on live TV that same day. And I think it was like outperforming AKB.
Oh really? How many views did you get?
I think last I checked it was like, I think 3,900. It's pretty good, but like
I thought you were gonna say 39,000. I was ready to be impressed.
Hey, I think it's more than the fucking like Akarin grad announcement video.
I think the one we did that did the best for us was the side.
I think it meant Ion. No, it might have been Miru.
Or Miru, the Miru graduation.
Yeah, that one did the best.
Yeah, okay.
I think Saipi might have been the worst.
Really?
Or Ion did worse. I think Ion might. One is, and whatever. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Like Anchu, like trended on Twitter. Even like her family.
Anchu Senbatsu, right?
Yeah, Hatsu Senbatsu.
Like yeah,
or
and
sure.
it was a legit. Just for Jeff, it was a legit.
Yeah, I know. I
trend.
saw. It was got to like 29.
Wasn't
20,
a personal
ranking
trend.
29 in Japan.
I think it went up to 27, but then it died there.
Yeah, it was really funny though, because like her like family, like her brothers, I guess, were like messenger online. Hey, why is your name on Twitter?
No, like, she was saying that like her brother and her friends and his friends always said like, oh, I thought your sister is famous. Why doesn't she ever like trend on Twitter? And then she like when she trended, like she took a screenshot and sent it to her brother. Look,
It's like, hey, suck it.
your sister's trending.
Like, subscribe, share. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, it was a good story. Like I'm happy. I'm like really happy for Anchu. I just wish it was like a different situation.
Did it feel like it was earned? Or
yeah,
like
I do feel it was earned.
Okay.
Because
she wasn't given.
She
to
would
her.
have been
earned,
in
but-
the 16 Senbatsu.
Yeah. She's in the 14, so she would have been in the 16. Like, I wish she would have gotten in during Date.
Yeah, but now that I think about it, maybe
Because,
it wouldn't. It was probably not the right call because Date is supposed to be like the whole like kick off the new gen.
Next gen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So it makes more sense
she
with
should have
this
gotten
single.
in instead of
It should have been
instead of
Koinanka or
Yumi
even
and Koinanka. But
yeah.
she wasn't friends with Akarin, so
despite having the same name.
like well, I guess like she didn't really have any momentum during like when Yuri graduated, but if she did, right, like it would have been a perfect time for her to get in because like, you know, it was Yuri's grad song.
Right.
Yeah, third gen. So like Yuri could say, no, Antan was around.
Yeah.
So Yuri couldn't say like all third gen was Senbatsu. But it would have been a nice story.
Yeah.
Well, it's good. Like I didn't even know that like Miru and Anchu were good friends.
They were on Team M together for a long time.
Yeah, but Miru has no friends. I just keep like saying shit about Miru.
There's Yuuka and now Yuina.
Well, her actual only friend was Naru, and then Uka came after like Produce. And Yuina, I have no idea where that came from.
They sat together at Hanshikai. So I think that'll do it then for the theater shows, the new theater shows. Which I guess now we actually mention this. So we're in the middle of Corona State of Emergency Round 3. Corona or Corona Harder, I guess is it?
Corona Harder.
Yeah.
Corona
Well,
hardest.
Corona or die or wait. Corona free.
Live Corona or die.
Live Corona, die
Yeah,
Corona.
yeah, something like that, right? So I guess now all the theater shows, I guss, are no audiences. I mean, we mentioned this in the Yuuka grads thing, but so. And I guess they did announce the other teams will be performing this. So all during Golden Week, pretty much. Mixed Juice will be up first, on May 2nd. Then Josetsu Kawaii on May 4th. Frontier on Cinco de Mayo, and Leopage on
Cinco
May
de Mayo.
6th.
It's Children's Day.
No, it's Cinco de Mayo. Which means it's just an excuse to go drink
Fucking
tequila
Americans.
and make tacos. And what? So you?
It would have been a great time to go watch shows too because it was Golden Week.
Yeah. Well, maybe not during the pandemic. Maybe not, but under normal circumstances, yes.
My play got canceled too, just like Jeff. So I'm gonna be salty.
No, you actually didn't want to watch it.
You could edit that part out.
I have to pretend I'm salty about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can look forward to those performances. I guess they'll be streamed on DMM. So you got to NMB, had their first show with the new MCs, Long Coat Daddy. I know Jeff and I watched it. Ryan, did you watch this?
Nope.
Okay.
Did you watch it, Jeff?
Of course,
I wanted to
GU's
watch
on
it,
it.
but like I couldn't justify like paying 800 yen for this.
That's fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, it actually was pretty good. They actually did Long Coat Daddy. I think like they seem okay. They're not a couple of losers.
Yeah. So, well, they were
tried.
introduced by Mitorizu in the last episode as like, oh, they're kind of nerdy and they get nervous when talking to girls. But then like they said they were nervous the whole time, but then they played it up really well. They were making jokes like, oh, we're the audience like avatar,
Surrogate.
like yeah, we represent you nerds on stage. And then like the funniest part was like the running joke of Usagi, one of the guys, get like totally falling for Fuwa in this episode.
Yeah. Because he went from being a modern Oshi to
Miki.
Fuwa Oshi at the end of this. Miki.
Yeah, and then the members also the members also tried really hard, but then like they all had a really good vibe with them. Like they were all like making fun of each other. So I think this will so you were saying like people thought Mitorizu was nobodies back when they first started Yugata. And now we love them, but yes.
Yeah. You think that these guys are going to be the
same?
same?
It's a good start, definitely.
Good first impression.
I thought like Navy's afros like left a pretty good impression the first time they did it. I thought like Mitorizu was like kind of weak at the start. Like you could tell that like they were young. They were like quote unquote young, like for Owarai Geinin level. And and I know that like Moriyama like tried his best to learn the members. So it was kind of like a fresh like feeling, like these aren't like big time Geinin, right? And they were interacting with NMB, and now they're like big time Geinin, so it's very different how you view it. And it's like these new guys are like who the fuck are these guys again? So I guess we'll see how they interact. You say it's good, but are they as funny as Mitorizu?
No.
I mean, it's a little too soon to say, I guess.
I haven't.
That's true. But Navy's afro is funny.
Yeah.
Same level?
Lower. I like Navy's afro better.
God, that sucks. Well, I guess like as these new guys like get to know the members better, like it might improve.
Yeah.
I thought Kamaitachi sucked at first too, so what do I know? So Kamaitachi has like 1 million YouTube subscribers now.
And they stole Manabu-kun.
They kept Nagisa though. Did you watch Matt Misaki's first episode?
Yeah, on Hiragata, yeah. So I guess I was going to transition that. So yeah, I watched. Did you watch that too? Yeah. Yeah. So, Misaki and Nagisa had a real good moment. It was really dumb. So they're like, oh, like had like Nagisa had to like speak English to Misaki or whatever. And the first thing she said is "nice body" to Misaki. and like everyone in the chat is like, no, Nagisa bad.
You shouldn't say that to a 13-year-old in any language.
Yep. And Misaki's just kind of like kind of uncomfortable. And then Nagisa is also uncomfortable because she's like, I don't want to speak English anymore. But it was okay. They did like the social media. What was it social media stalker check? Yeah.
Yeah, net stalker.
Yeah,
net stalker.
And yeah, they just like made fun of Misaki's like kanji mistakes or Japanese mistakes on her blog posts. But she did all right. She read some comments. We have a couple comments, I believe, in the YouTube from Sleeves.
Oh, really?
It's just him being salty, right?
Actually, it was a couple things. Okay. Oh yeah, Sleeves writes, #Mikano is robbed. I never want to see another non-battle. Because this is in response to how we were talking about the non-battle.
Agreed.
And then another person, Jay Lee, they commented and said, make another non-battle, but with fan-picked groups this time. Which, that could be interesting, like do like a draft
That'll
style.
be...
I don't know. It's gonna be weird, like how they do it. If they did something like that, it would... Like, it sounds good in theory, but I don't know how it would work in practice. Because, like, you would just like rebuild like the non-battle teams probably
Yeah.
if you do that. Like someone like Jeff, right, would try to rebuild Wink if they did that. See,
I mean, I could see like maybe a draft way of doing it, like they do it over showroom with the dome, like how they did D3 essentially. That could work. So they had to
but then
assign
you'd have
captains.
to have like a base.
Yeah, you'd have like captains.
Yeah, you'd have to assign captains.
Which maybe the captains could be decided by lottery, and then the rest is decided by a draft. But I mean, given the current state of NMB, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna have another non-battle.
I mean,
anytime
we
soon.
don't have enough to fill up the current 6 groups.
Yeah, unless we make them smaller.
We already we didn't mention this, but in the first Miru stage, since Mikana was on hiatus, Mighty subbed in.
Yes. Everyone's favorite Wink member, Mighty.
She's also in TakoPa, so she's
getting around. Yeah, like 7th-gen members started doing TakoPa subs, which is interesting. Like now, like the line between like Kinkyusei and normal members again were really blurry
because we don't have enough normal members.
Yeah. It just goes back. It just goes back to what we've been talking about. So there's not much to say. At this point.
Yeah. I guess thank everyone for your comments. Let us know what you think about the show in the YouTube comment section. You can also talk to us on Discord or on Twitter. Thank you for listening. And yeah, that's going to do it for this edition of NMB Takoyaki Party. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you again next month. Hopefully, if Corona doesn't kill us and cancel the shows. Look us up on YouTube, TakoPa Tours. Congrats to Anchu.